All right, everyone, you guys know what time it is. It's Thursday night again, so let's kind of go over what we have, new banners and other arena stuff over here. So, preview for next arena is going to be, in terms of the 1v1, it's going to be a, what is it? Melee Advanced Mowers. Wow. They really have not dropped anything related to melee in a long time, I would say. I don't really count the melee defense mode all that much, but that's quite shocking, I gotta say. So, alright, so we are finally getting some, I guess they're trying to get back into melee now. So, oof, I don't even know how that's gonna go because with the news, two of the new 7-star being a melee centric. Oh man, you can expect a lot of those, like, top 100 player probably will have probably like a few maxed out, melee part in there. So oof, not even sure how that would looks like. But in terms of the 3v3, they want you to set the operator base to transformer, and then you can get like a massive boost for doing that. So but other than that, that is gonna be pretty much it for this side of it in terms of the arena stuff. In terms of what they have dropped for a new banner, they are going back with the pretty standard, step up full set capsule. I'm not really gonna recommend something on this banner because I feel like at this point in time, I think a lot of people have, just have. Let me hold up before talking about that. Let me take a look at this one. Did they update anything on this one? Just want to quickly take a look. Okay, so this is regarding the hardships for the for one of the stages that we were not able to clear. Okay, so that's kind of we just have to wear in that one. But in terms of this banner specifically, this overall structure is getting pretty old, I will have to say. I don't want to sound like it's a bad banner to kind of begin with, but in terms of what it's offering, I don't think a lot of player want to summon on this banner specifically because it's not really giving you any L badges. I think L badges is something a lot of people have been looking for, just because we have been getting a lot of those. Like if you do complete, let's say, the weekly bingo set, you are able to get that, that one premium capsule ticket summoning, which then enable you to get at least one soul cap part. So I think a lot of people at this point in time is just waiting to get like a feasible way to get some L badges to just kind of alter the parts. I think whatever step up banner they're releasing, I don't think it's gonna cater to a lot of people, just because like I feel like they really want to alter the part, but they're not giving them like a feasible way unless you did something on the original banner, which you might have like maybe one or two leftover L badges and all that. But in terms of overall banner, it is going to be a little bit expensive. They also did drop more or less, I want to call it like a PD system in a way, because after you do happening rotation, so after you do like 5 loops up here, you would be able to get 20 tickets. So every step is going to be 1 tickets over here, so you guys can see that the voucher, you're gonna need at least, you will need exactly 20 voucher in order to summon this one. So let's say you guys stop at multi summon 11 or 12, 13, whatever. I think it's gonna really hurt by a long shot, because like the whole banner, like this one over here, is kind of preparing yourself to kind of get this one going. So I feel like if you don't have enough hardships to get at least 20 tickets, don't even bother summoning on this banner, because I feel like that is gonna hurt you more in the long run, because this right here is gonna be like a saving grace if anything does happen where you're not able to get any of the star parts. So that's why they dropped that pity system over here. In terms of how many hardships that is gonna cost you to get 20 tickets, so we can just kind of do like a rough calculation real quick. So per every multi summon, it's gonna be cut by half, so you're looking at 750. So this one is so the whole step, one loop is gonna cost you 3,000, right? Is it, yeah, 3,000 right there, and then 2 loops is gonna be 6,000, and then what is it, so it's gonna cost you roughly about 15,000, right? Is it? Yeah, I think it's gonna cost you 15,000. Yeah, so that's gonna be a hefty number on a lot of players, which like you can summon on 5 loops per se, and you can gonna get shafted. I have definitely experienced that myself. Like I probably did this like twice back then. So yeah, I definitely have learned my lessons, because like they really are not playing when they say like, oh, it's only 5%, 10%, even 10%, you're not really getting it probably. And then in terms of the 15%, it looks a little bit generous, but not really. And you do have to keep that in mind in terms of this banner specifically. You're not getting any melee weapon, ranged weapon, shield and all that. So you're definitely gonna you will be missing out on the second half of like, let's say you're trying to build like a melee build or a shot build, you're not getting the other half. So kind of why, right? So this banner is definitely going to be something I implore a lot of you guys to skip. Even for new players, I feel like this is not the best way to go around, just because of that. In terms of these two new banners over here, I would have to say why not wait for next week, because their end date is literally the next, like the following week update. So why not just wait for it and just kind of see what they would drop for us in terms of Christmas. If they're not dropping anything and like highly anticipated per se, you guys can definitely go back into it, because these are going to be our new shiny 7-star parts. But you guys can definitely wait until the falling Sokai, so when they actually do release it, because by the time this banner is gone, we should know in terms of what we should be getting for the, you can say, the New Year Sokai banner, because it should be dropping on the 28th. Like the next time we're gonna get some Soka part is definitely going to be on the 28th of the reset. So you guys can definitely kind of get prepared, I guess, all that. In terms of this unicorn banner, for example, ooh, hold up. This banner is actually leaving on January 4th. Wow. Like, why am I even talking about what to summon on? Because they are literally giving us enough time to decide, alright, like what kind of banner to summon on, because we know Christmas is next week. So they definitely gonna be dropping like some probably really generous banner. So they're definitely giving us enough time to just kind of think about, alright, which one is really good to summon on. Because this one right here specifically is leaving in 3 weeks, so definitely plenty of time to just kind of consider which one to summon for. So that is quite good actually. This banner specifically, I not gonna say is like really good, but you can't deny the fact that all the part that you're summoning is gonna be 6-star already and all traded already, which save you tons of resources, and you don't even have to kind of wait for the L badges to return. So this is definitely really good. So like the only part that I think, alright, besides that, they're also going to be dropping you a freebie, right? The freebie is definitely going to be this over here, like after you get to the 7th step per se, you can secure yourself a unicorn exclusive exchange ticket. So in that regard, you can definitely pick up a good parts to begin with. So 1500, 3000, 4500 or 4500, and then this one 6000. Wow, with 6000 hardships you can secure that. Wow, that's the first time actually, because they actually cut this by half. So just look at this overall banner. I don't think it's not that bad per se. Like you have Banshee, which is probably an older one to be looking at, but you do have a big scale unicorn, which is like a must have per se. You also do have, let's see, ooh, the newer full armor unicorn. That's a must have for sure, especially the leg and all that. But yeah, I feel like this banner does have its own value because 6-starred it, as well as all trade already. So you can't really ask for anything better than that. So in terms of the prime pro rate, it's going to be 60%, 71, 100, 100, and 100. So in terms of this banner with 6,000 hardships, you can at least guarantee a good few parts over here. So not bad of a banner for sure, not bad. So this banner is definitely something you guys can keep in the back of you guys like mind and all that. Like, do keep that in mind. It is a little bit valued in a way, but not to a full extent where I have to say, yeah, go for this banner per se. So if you just kind of quickly go over to the shop and just kind of see, I don't think they added anything else over here. Okay, so this one over here, yeah, so you can just literally pick 9. Yeah, we have 9 unicorn in game. I think they can release more actually. So yeah, you can definitely pick up any of these part. Let's say we are planning some of this banner and you're just wanting for some recommendation. Let's kind of start things out with the big scale unicorn right here. I would have to say maybe the leg is definitely the best part to be looking at because of 40% trade. So why not having that? So this one is definitely good. I don't think the beam saber is anything too spectacular. Yeah, nope, definitely not. What about the bazooka? The bazooka can be pretty good as well, I guess. Beam rifle was not good if I recall. Yeah, not really that good to my honest opinion right there. But yeah, other than that, like, oh, the backpack and on the torso, yeah. Oh yeah, the torso is definitely the best part to get, but it's just unfortunate it is gonna be on big scale already, so you can't really use it on your 1 to 144 scale parts without having to look wonky, so that is gonna be the unfortunate part. But this unicorn chest, oh, it has one of the better animation to this day probably, so not bad in that regards. And then we talked about maybe the like the new full arm unicorn per se. Where's it at? Okay, it's this one over here. Maybe the leg as well, because the leg is actually going to be our 40% trait. So this one is actually the better one to pick up, and then subslot it to the big scale freedom, because you are going to get up to a 40% subslot bonuses on top of that. So this one is definitely maybe the one to kind of pick up in my honest opinion. So other than that, maybe go for the Banshee Norn. I am fairly confident that the Banshee Norn chest is still holding up to its ground because of the buff EX effects, so I don't think this chest right here specifically won't be retiring anytime soon. So this one's definitely still a good part to get. Stat wise, it's definitely showing its age, so I will have to say maybe some warfare parts or even some standard part is getting up to this number. But in terms of the part tree, I don't think anything is close to this one in terms for your shot specifically for chest reader, so not bad for sure. But other than that, I don't really see too much of a recommendation on this list specifically. So yeah, I think that is pretty much it in terms of what we do have to talk about, and in terms of what I had to talk to you guys about. We still definitely do have the hardship store shop in stock right here, obviously. So I'll definitely drop a video talk about what is going to be a good recommendation for some AI pilot for exchange. I think a few people actually did ask me on that, so I'll definitely kind of cover it. I will definitely be covering 4 of the main vortex. So there are 6 different licenses, but I feel like the Bender and Supporter, I'm not gonna place too much into them, emphasize too much onto them. I will definitely be talking a lot about infighter, outfighter, middle shooter, as well as long shooter. Just kind of talk about what I think is good. So that is gonna be pretty much it for this video. So I don't think for this week specifically, I don't think you need to summon anything. That's just the straight answer I want to give you guys right now. So yeah, I feel like waiting for next week is definitely fine, because it's around Christmas. Like they're bound to drop something hype. So with that being said, that is gonna be pretty much it, and then I'm gonna catch you guys all on the next one.